Good evening, my YouTube friends. Good evening, my YouTube family. What a day. What a day. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. I'm so happy to finally be in my little space that I created for myself. Not too long ago, not even a month ago, I created just this little space, this little area, this little nook for myself. And I'm finding it much more than an experience on a new platform, on the YouTube platform. I'm finding it somewhere I can go in my own apartment and like breathe, like take 5, take it easy. And you know, this channel has given me a lot of that take 5, take it easy. It's given me a lot of diverse things. A lot of unique things have been happening since I started my channel within myself. I want to talk about it. Let's get into it. But first I want to say that I hope everybody, I know there's so many people out there that is suffering, struggling with a lot of things, any different thing. And I just want to send warmth to you guys. And I want to say, God bless you guys. And just stay in prayer. Some people, everybody's prayer is different. Everybody believes in something different, you know? But I believe that there's one creator, and maybe we all take different branches of how we go about honoring our creator or praising our creator. But I think that God is one force, and he hears us all, and he may not answer our prayers when we want them to, how we want them to, but he does answer them. And you know something, I'll tell you something else about that too, because you know me, sometimes I talk about things, and this is how I am in real life. Like, I talk about things and then my mind goes somewhere else, because it's like another point that I could make, and it's all from my life experiences. There wasn't too long back ago where I was asking a mentee, a spiritual mentor, some advice, like, how do I know this and how do I see this, you know? And she said, you know, you really just have to keep asking God, and because you're asking, he's gonna show you. Now, I lived my whole life going to a Christian place of belief, right? And that's just on and off throughout my life, because my grandmother, my mom, my aunt, and my family on my mom's side was Christian, right? And so, you know, you grow up that way, but, you know, you don't go all the time, but it's in you, you know? The word of God is in you. You know right from wrong with certain things. But we all grow and we all go through things, and you know what I mean? So, as an adult, young adult, I've been through a lot of different things, you know. I've experienced a lot of different things, you know, good, bad, ugly, great. And I always knew that God was with me, though, right? I even if things didn't go my way, I knew he was with me, and I knew he was always protecting me, because I could have turned out a lot worse, right? And I always kept my faith, and I always kept my hope. And the way that I see things in this world nowadays, the way that I see a lot of things in this world, I'm so happy that I feel a spiritual connection with Most High Creator, because it helps me to trust more, and it helps me to lean in more on not just my own understanding, but His, just like it says in the Bible. So anyways, I kind of wasn't really focused at the time when I had asked the question, how do I know though the answer to what I'm asking? And she said, just keep on keep asking, and because you're asking, he's gonna prevail. And do you know, within that month, I had asked a couple of questions. No lie, within that month, I had 2 to 3 experiences where I got my answer from someone else through conversation. It's a question that I wanted to know about God and about my life. And there were a couple of questions, but I got the answer through somebody else, and having conversations with somebody else. It just all clicked. It was like I just knew. Like in my mind, it was like I was looking at the other person talking, and I had my stroller, and I was walking with Justin. One was when I was just walking with Justin, one was at the supermarket, and the other one was probably when I was walking with Justin again. But I want to say at least 3 times in about a month and a half span. And when I was having these conversations and the answer just came, I promise you, it was like a clear understanding that I never even had before when I asked on my own. And I think because when I asked on my own these questions, I wasn't really looking for the answer, right? But when she told me to ask and look out for the answer, I started becoming more aware. And you know what I'm saying? I guess my awareness heightened. And I was getting the answers to the questions that I asked in different ways. And it was like, it blew my mind. Because the thing is that we have to pay attention. Like I say, life can be so noisy. And I metaphorically say, like, and I like some rock and roll. I like soft rock. But, you know, like heavy metal. Like, I'm not into like all that really heavy stuff like that. It's a part of noise to my ear. And sometimes life can just be so loud that we're just busy doing. Me, I'm busy doing. I do things. I'm so busy doing things and not staying present that I am the one who is going to be talking the whole time, talking about where's my phone. I'm the one that if I feel even the little slight bit rushed, and I know somebody's like waiting for me or something, all of a sudden I'm gonna forget my keys. I'm gonna be climbing through my window. Okay, like I'm one of those, like I have to kind of like intentionally switch gears, and I have to like intentionally be like, okay, so I'm right here now. I know I shift gears now. Let me, be ready for that. Cause I'm just like a little bit, I don't think aloof is the word, but it's just some answers could be sometimes right in front of my face, and I'll get it the 5th time when I read it or look at it like, oh, all right, I understand it now. It was there. Like, you know what I mean? And that comes from a lot of different things. It's not like I'm just like that, right? That comes from a place. But anyways, yeah, so God will answer your prayers one way or another. So yeah, I had a day. I'm gonna tell you, since I started this YouTube channel, I already feel like a little part of me has grown. And I am so grateful for that, because you're looking at somebody that has hands down been faithful and loyal. I know the word. I know the meaning now of faithful, loyal, and love, but what is it? It's sorry. It's unconditional love. And I know all that right now through my son. Like, ever since I had my son, it's like, it's not something you can probably, like, being a mom is like, or having that kind of love is like, it's not something that can always be seen. It's not something that always can be heard to the naked eye. I don't know, depending on how you raise your children, right? But for me, it's been, I have not taken my eyes off my son since I've had him. And that means no day of the week have I taken off, let's say 24 hours or 10 hours or even 5 to go somewhere and do something for myself in 5 years. I guess there's some reasons why that's like that, but most of all, and it didn't always feel good, right? But it was really necessary. Really necessary. Like, I know that you guys don't know all of the things that are going on with my son, obviously. And most likely you will, because a part of my channel is bringing awareness to children and people and adults with disabilities, special needs, whatever the word is that is appropriate in your vocabulary, you know. Mine is just basic special needs, you know, disabilities. It's okay. Like, it is what it is. I embrace it. I accept it. I live it every single day, right? So I don't get offended if, like, somebody by accident uses, like, a wrong wording or whatever, because I don't know all of the right proper etiquette myself for things, certain things. But like, the main reason why I wanted this channel, like, when I first wanted it, was I was an excited mom. I was a new mom. I was very much to myself, very much a loner. And so I just really had me, my son, and God that I felt like made the most sense. Like, anything outside of us was secondary. Like, and I wanted to make the channel at first because I was just this new mom. I was excited and I was learning. And I thought that it would be great to look back at, you know, all of our moments and all of our growth and stuff like that, right? But little bit by little bit, it didn't take long to see and understand and noticed that my son was having multiple issues, multiple health issues. And so they all needed to be addressed, you know, one by one, and it's very time consuming. Because once you approach what you think might be the problem, you know, doctors have to assess it. Then there's testing, multiple testing done, and then there's usually some kind of an answer or a remedy, right? And that's trial and error too. And then you got to learn to live that part of that life with your child and hope that it works. And then there's this thing, and then there's that thing. You know what I mean? So we've been like very shifty, but trying to keep our balance. And when I say shifty, it's just because I'm trying to learn and take care of my child the best way that I can. And that has looked like, if I showed you my itinerary from pretty much since he's been born, you wouldn't be able to probably believe it. Like, I've had receptionists and just people in the health field say, wow, how do you do this? And I'm like, I have to do it. If it was your child, you would do it too. So I haven't had like so that's what I've been doing for five years. And I said in one of my videos, now like my son's 5, and we just recently, like I said, it's almost probably a month now that we just got that autism diagnosis. And that's a big diagnosis. Like, a lot of branches come from that as well. And he had another big diagnosis around the same time, and I'll save that for another video just because it's another kind of awareness. There are other kind of awarenesses that I would like to bring to light. That's why, like, if a child has more than one medical issue or problem, or just is more than one medical factor being there, it's called complex medical needs. So that's why he's a complex medical child, and I'm considered a complex medical mom. Because, yeah, it's multi-things. So I really had to keep an eye on my son. Like, you know, and I'm the type of person that I feel like if you haven't actually spent time around my child to get to know my child, you're definitely not gonna know him like I know him. You know, and it's serious. When they're little, my son was fragile. And he still is very fragile. So I just rather me, you know, his father was around, his father is around, so I can never take that from him. But I am the one who is there 24 hours a day for my son. Okay, so I haven't had the mental capacity to branch off and do anything for myself, not even make a little corner like how I have now. Like, I feel comfortable and confident right now leaving my son in the other room by himself because I know what he's doing. Like, I know what he's doing, right? And there's so many periods in time where they're different, you know, like they go through different changes and you don't know what they're into. Right now, I know what he's into. He's not like, you know, like when, like, I won't get into that, but I'll just say real quick, like when we were homeless, he was very curious. And I think that was just due to a change of atmosphere twice before we got this place. We've been living here, I think, like 7 months or like 7 months. And so he's not as curious in a way where I'm like, oh no, that's dangerous. Don't do that, you know. Like, I know he's in the other room and he's chilling and he's watching his shows, and, you know, I can hear him and stuff, and he's only a few feet away. So I'm comfortable with that. So now I get to make this time, some time for myself. I told you guys it had been a whole year since I had blown dry my hair. That was an experience, right? I mean, it's not really a big deal. Some people don't blow dry their hair at all. And I was fine without doing it. It wasn't really bothering me at all. Actually, I got really used to it and really comfortable just wearing my hair in natural ways. It's almost like the less maintenance, the better. But, you know, as long as I'm just like clean and like, but I am finding, it's almost like, how can you say this? When you don't, you'll know when you feel it. Like when you have a child or you have a big responsibility and you're just trying to get through it. It's almost like I was on autopilot, you know? And I just knew how to eat, sleep, get clean, get changed, do the same for my son, but just all about my son, like taking him to all his appointments, his therapies and stuff like that, and making sure you look everything up and talk to the doctors and make sure when we get home, you know, we're either utilizing his equipment or utilizing the instructions that they gave me for him to either get better or to thrive. So yeah, this is like my first little space, my first little candle back there that I have bought in over a year, because I used to, you know, do that at home and stuff like that at my other house. I told you guys I bought that little thing in back of me from TJ Maxx. I bought all that little stuff from TJ Maxx, and it was that's new for me too, like just going into TJ Maxx and stuff like that. So it's pretty much like I'm on this channel and I'm on this new platform, and I'm kind of finding myself again. I'm finding a new sense of Bridget, right? Because I'm not the old Bridget that I was before I had my son. I am a new and improved Bridget since I've had my son. But what does that look like, right? What does that look like? Like, what's my style? What's this? What's that? I haven't even dug into any of those things. I just make sure that every day I get up at some point and do what I gotta do for my son. I definitely get up for my son and make sure he's fed and all that good stuff. But I do suffer from depression. I do suffer from a few things, anxiety. And it's not like something that it's not the same for everybody. Like I've never walked around and just said it. I've never just came out and like told anybody that, because I've lived with it for so long that it's like a part of me. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks different for everybody. Like I'm not sitting around crying, and I'm not sitting around overjoyed, right? Like I'm just like, I just am. I'm just like living life right now, trying to take care of my responsibilities as a mother, trying to take care of my responsibilities for my son, for myself, for, you know, obviously like where I live now. And now I made this new YouTube platform. And so it's just like, it's beautiful for me because it's very different from what you probably think on the outside looking in. Meaning, like, everybody has their own story, right? I feel like we're all storytellers, like, because we all have stories to tell, right? We all have experiences. And one second. excuse me. It just so happens that some of mine, this is my first time talking about my son's ailments and my son's autism. Like, I haven't even told people that I know personally, and I got on YouTube and said it. Like, I don't even talk to people personally and say I live with depression or I live with anxiety. Like, I guess if you know, you know, but I've never just, like, I don't have them like, oh, I'm just depressed days. Like, I don't talk like that. And there's nothing wrong with people who do. It's just their way of expression, but I don't. And so, talking about these things, about my son and myself, they're actually very, I'm noticing, it's not triggering, but I feel it. Like yesterday, for an instance, I didn't even realize this. I made that one short, my first short ever, which was in Best Buy, and it was my first time on YouTube. And I said, let me just make this short and let me just hopefully, do it one day at a time. Stick with it. My new thing, that I've been wanting to do. Now, I did that. And I didn't realize that you could just keep loading up shorts. I told you guys I'm learning something new every day on my phone and on the Google platform and like YouTube platform. You know what I mean? And it takes me some time to get it. It's not like I just be reading one thing one time real fast and I'm like, oh, I got that. That doesn't happen like a lot. Like, I'm like, okay, like, let me connect the dots here. Let me read that again. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I ended up uploading some shorts, some of my son, 2 of my son, Justin Rain, and 1 of me. And it's so funny because yesterday I did a video of oral health, just like doing my teeth, brushing my teeth, and washing my face, showing you guys my skincare routine, my dental care routine, giving you a couple of tips here and there. Maybe hopefully it could help somebody. But I had to keep it honest and keep it real with you guys about my teeth because they're my teeth, and I'm right in front of your face on the camera, and I'm not gonna shy away because I'm having some teeth, not even issues, just like I have to get my teeth fixed. I need some teeth, right? Yep. And I make light of things because I'm not gonna sit here and cry. It's not like I haven't, right? About everything that I say to you guys, any probably topic that I bring up. Of course, I've had emotions about it, right? But with that comes strength, right? And with that comes more resilience, and I'm able to speak about it, so I was saying that too because this almost stopped me from making my channel, not having my smile the way that I've had my smile all my life. I mean, a woman likes to smile, right? She likes her smile. So I had to look past that though and say, you know what? Do you like yourself? I like myself. Do you love yourself today? I sure do love myself today. Okay, so it's like, what's the problem? It's a part of people's lives. Not everybody but it's a part of some people's lives. Like, I have a calcium deficiency that I take like medicated calcium and vitamin D and stuff for, and in the future I'm probably going to be taking even more or stronger stuff, right? And my teeth are just porous, and it's been like that since I was young. You know, but I think for me, if I didn't say it, some of you guys wouldn't have known, because you know, you're not asking me, you're not saying anything about it. Thank God you're not saying nothing mean about it. But it's something that I wanted to say, because I don't want it to stop anybody else from thinking that they can't have a conversation with somebody, or thinking that, oh, I don't want this person to see me like this, or I don't want to go to a job interview like this, or I don't want to start a YouTube channel like this. You know what I mean? Because what it is we make something that can be fixed, we make it a problem, and we make it that we are the problem. I made it that I am the problem. Like, I'm not a problem. I just have some dental work that's not done, that's not finished yet. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to make a skeptic out of it, and I'm still not, but I just wanted to let you guys know that that's why I made the short, because I made the video of me in the bathroom. I don't know if you guys seen it. If you didn't see it, go check it out. And then I actually had a video of me leaving the dentist that day when they took these two out, and I had a video of me with the gauze in my mouth. The funniest thing about that video, I didn't have that unintentionally. I probably talked to my ride, and I left the dentist, and I must have had it still on video, and I was holding my phone. That wasn't an intentional video, but it came into use because, you know, after making that video yesterday about self-care, getting ready with me, like a day in the life, getting ready with me, just talking about, like, again, oral care, skin care. If you haven't checked that video out, you might want to. I think it's you know, it could be better actually, because I should have moved the camera a lot closer. But eventually I'll be able to invest in some more things, you know what I mean? To, you know, help me navigate a little bit more better around the house and stuff like that. But it just so happens that that video coincided with that short of me with my teeth. So I'm glad that you guys were able to see that experience, because boy, it was an experience. So that's that. I don't want that to, you know, I'm just saying, I just want to make sure that I'm encouraging people to feel good about just themselves. What's in your heart, what's inside of you is what matters. All this other stuff can be fixed, right? Okay. So my son's videos, I put out some shorts for Justin. Both of them he was in therapy. So one of them was him leaving therapy and him walking. And my son is mobily and globally delayed, right? So he didn't really stop walking until, like, that good, until I would say about 3, right? So I was making the video of him and I shared it with you guys, but to do that I had to go inside of my phone, like way inside of it. And so I'm seeing a whole lot of other things that are like just really touchy, you know what I mean? And then I have to decide, do I want to share this with the world? I never shared my son on any social media site. He's not on anything. But I figured, you know what? I would like to make YouTube a little home for me. Hopefully they'll accept me. Hopefully the YouTube partnership program will accept me. You know, hopefully I can get some good, work with some good people, and hopefully I can make YouTube a little bit of a comfortable home for me and Justin. for many reasons. To make memories, build my confidence, build his confidence, show him what he can do, and see that people will embrace him with his disabilities and all. And see that people will embrace me with my imperfections and all, right? So it's therapeutic. Meet some like-minded people, like-minded moms, like-minded friends. I would like to start a mom's group and stuff like that sometime soon. I have ideas, but I would also like to be a part of some things before I do that, so that I can just learn more, know more. Even if I don't, even if I just do one first, that's fine. But I would like to attend. Like, I would like to be supported in every way on my platform, and I would like to support and be of service in any way that I can. That's through social media. A safe, fun, friendly, caring, loving, nurturing channel. A safe channel where, yeah, we can post our children and sleep at night knowing, they're safe. I got some good subscribers. I got some good people watching, and I know that we can't, eventually I won't be able to know that for everybody, but I will, always protect my son and use my own discernment on what it is that I share with him, about him. I don't mind the nature of who he is, talking about it, because I'd like to learn about it more, and like I said, meet like-minded people. But I mean, as far as like having the camera like right in his face, like I don't want to just like have the camera like sitting like right in his face for nothing, and just while he's like screaming or having a meltdown or not feeling well, or feeling well but stimming and doing things that are soothing to him, but I don't know how comfortable they would be to the eye, to the naked eye, to somebody watching in on my channel. So anyways, that video that I put out, that short that I put out, I think it's over 1,000 views today. I haven't looked at that today, that part, but today it's at over 1,000 views, and I'm like, I appreciate it so much. Like, people like to see my son doing well. They don't know him, but they know. If you read my description and you see my channels, you'll see a lot, what I'm talking about, different topics and stuff like that. But obviously, he has autism. You guys know that. So I'm sure when you looked at him, you can tell, that he's coming a long way. And so thank you for all of those over 1,000 views on that. I got some likes, and like I got over 1,000 views and like some likes, and I appreciate it. I would like a lot more likes for over all those views. That's something that surprises me. Like, you look at, like, when people continuously look at something and they think it's cool, like my automatic reaction is oh, I like that, I like that, I like that. I'm just easy like that. I like that, I like that, I like that. Like, you get excited. I don't just like kind of just like to look and be happy. I'm like, let me look and be happy, and of course say I like it. It's so like cute if I like it like that, But I appreciate it however way I can get it, however way I can grow my channel, as long as it's in a respectful format and it's in an honest format, then I'm with it, because views matter. Views matter. Likes matter. Subscribes matter. We're going to get into that too. Yeah, so I put a few shorts on there yesterday. and the one of him swimming. Go check that out if you guys haven't seen that as well. It's so cute. It's one of my favorites. He got over 500 views on that one. It's so cute. My son loves aquatics, loves to swim, and it's a part of his therapy. Then I just put one up there of me cooking like a potato recipe. It was like something like little and cute put together. And yeah, that was it. I think that was it. But so some interesting things happened yesterday. Yesterday I had 7 subscribers to my channel. And I used to think it was a mistake when it was stuck at 4. The number was like 4. And I had made all these videos, and I'm like, is that the right number, or do they just say that? Like, you know what I mean? No, it's the right number. And then it went up to 7. And then after I put my son's shorts out there, it went up to 9 likes, over 1,000 views, and then I got up to 9 likes. Then I was scrolling on other people's pages, and I came across shout out to West Indie Mommy Collection. West Indie Collection. I used to watch her channel on and off before I had a YouTube channel, and I want to say that I was homeless around the time she was homeless too. And so, you know, she came right out the gate with it and was just really real and really honest. And I was in that situation, and I commend her. Because to talk about it, to live it, go through it, take care of your kids, be about it, then get on the platform and talk about it, those are all one thing, really doesn't have to do with another kind of things. Because you can be in your low times and close your door and doesn't nobody know you're in your low times, right? So I commend her for, you know, stepping out on faith. And I hope this is okay that I'm talking about this, but I'm just going to briefly say that I went on her channel, and she's a sweetheart. I think she's a sweetheart. Obviously, I don't know her personally, but from her content, I think that her and her boys are sweethearts. And she was talking about her channel like was growing slowly, and I was like, wow, now that I can comment, because before I used to look at YouTube, but I wasn't checked into YouTube. I didn't have like a YouTube name, so I couldn't like and subscribe to anybody's channel. I just used to go on YouTube and just surf around and just, you know, check out channels and see what it is that caught my attention or what I liked. And she was one of the people. And so now that I have my own account and stuff like that, I went there, and it felt good to be able to subscribe to her channel. And I was like, wow, let me, you know, give her a kind word if I can. So I gave her a kind word, and I responded as well. Like, you know, I put out, I think it was well over 20 videos. I think now it's over 30 now, but it was over 20 yesterday. And I was like, my channel is growing very slow. I'm like, I only have 7 subscribers. And, you know, she didn't say anything, but like, she said something kind, something inspiring, and like, keep up the good work or something. But then I heard from her hours later, and that's, I think, when she told me to keep up the good work and that she subscribed to my channel. And she was my 10th subscriber on my YouTube platform. And for that, shout out to her, because I'm like a grain of sand in this big beach here, right? Like, we really all are little grains of sand. But being a new person, you know what I'm saying? It's like, she didn't have to go out of her way to check out my channel, see what I'm about, and subscribe to my channel. And she did, so thank you so much for that, at West Indie Collection. God bless you and your children, and all good things will come. will come to all of us who have good intentions and good hearts. You know, we just got to keep the faith, keep the hope, and stay in prayer. And just do what we do every day to take care of these children and take care of ourselves. But that made me feel really warm inside. It really, really did. No joke. I was like, wow, that was cool. So there was another channel, but before I say that, let me say that I went to a lot of people are talking about @DoDash. Shout out to @DoDash. She is special and unique. I went on her channel, and every time I went to her channel, which was a few times, probably like 3-4 times, she's just spitting out gems, just like realness, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad that she is. And she said a couple of things that resonated with me. She was like, ain't no more of the channel has to be looking like this and you gotta look like that and this and this and this and that. And I was just like, sister, can I get an amen? Because I don't even know how to still put, like, I'm learning to put my channel together, but you know how like you have all the words inside of the box of your of what you're gonna put out. I still am like, you know, and I still like to do my videos live. I just always like that anyway better. Like, I'm just like, just be natural with it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know if some people prefer or some people don't, but I like it. But this is the beginning of my journey. Like, I plan to learn all of the good stuff, all of the things to, you know, make my channel be better, a better experience for you guys to watch, right? More, you know. So she's just so inspiring. She's so inspiring. So thank you for being an inspiration @DoDash. And then I went on somebody's channel, and I knew I was gonna, I don't know if I go like this to my phone, will it shut my live off? But I forgot her name because I wrote it down, but it's in my bedroom. I wrote it down on a piece of paper, but I'm sure the whole internet knows it's the channel where Miss Mama is getting all the new YouTubers together, all the small channels together, and she's really helping us. She is helping us. I have it too screenshotted, but I don't know if I go like that on my phone and swipe up and look at my photos, if it will take off the live that I'm on, like my camera. So I don't want to chance that. But yeah, I'm sure you guys know exactly who I'm talking about, because she's a real one too. She's a real one. She's like, let me get out of my own way, which is one of my favorite things to do. And when I've learned, let me get out your own way, Bridget. Get out your own way. She's getting out of her own way, and she's opening up a way for people to come on her channel and just kind of like tell everybody we're all hungry. We're all new content creators. We all have four subscribers. At the time I had 4 subscribers, I had over 20 videos out, you know. Then I told you I went to 7. Then I told you I went to 10. 10 was the last yesterday. When I checked it today, I was up to 20. And this was after West Indian Mommy was my 10th. And then I went to this woman's channel after I went to looked at DoDash's, and she's the one who's one of the ones who's bringing everybody together, and she's saying every Monday that she's gonna bring the new YouTubers, content creators together, so that we can all just get in there and just have our way of getting to meet each other and know each other, and just, you know, learn from each other you know, and like each other's channel, and look at each other's platforms and support each other and subscribe to each other's channels. And I think that is brilliant. Brilliant. It's like, I mean, I think it's just so supportive. And she said it. She said, you know, other people were, you know, I guess asking her if they could come too, you know, when they had a lot more subscribers, probably like in the thousands and stuff. And she's like, you know, I guess possibly one day, but right now these people really do have 4, 5, 7 subscribers, 10 subscribers, you know. And so I would like to give them some help and some time for themselves to get in there and do their thing. And we did too. Like, I just went in there and I said hi to her and thank you for everything she's doing and stuff like that. And I think I said I have like 7 subscribers at the time or something. And then the next thing you know, between all of that, what happened yesterday, today, I have like 20 when I looked. And that feels good, because I have over 30 videos out between shorts and videos. And believe me, I was feeling discouraged. I wasn't showing it, but you do feel discouraged, because it's like, I know that I'm a new YouTube creator, but in order for you to still want to be inspired to create, you want to know that you have people that want to see you create and appreciate if you're going to put your son out there or your children out there, or your mental health status, or some personal things about your life. Because for a lot of us, it's not easy. Like, I can make different content. Everybody can make their own content. And right now, I'm not quite sure what my niche exactly is. I know it's like just lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, and I know I would like to help and reach people. Talk about my son and a lot of his things, because I would like to connect with mothers and children, for my son and for me too, and let them know that they're not alone. Because I told you that when you do have a child with disabilities, it is a lonely place if you don't know anybody else who has disabilities, or anybody else's child who has disabilities, because it's a whole nother conversation at the table. That's a whole nother dinner conversation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking about their children and how they're thriving, and their family life and everything, and how they're thriving. And they kind of sometimes shy away from even asking you, because they feel like you might be hurt, or you might, you know, take it a certain way, or don't want to see you in a way. But I haven't had too many of those circumstances happen to me. I embrace my son, you know. I love my son more than I love myself, more than life. Me and my son are one with God. So, but I've had all kind of awkward moments. Not necessarily through somebody directly asking me, or me be put on the spot, but I'm just saying awkward moments. There's a lot of awkward moments us moms go through when, you know, you bring your child somewhere and you're just trying to shop quietly. You know what I mean? And I mean, people look, people stare, then people look at you. It's like, we're all human. And we all have special abilities and disabilities, and it's just okay. Like, the world is a melting pot. And I feel like as long as that, you know, we put kindness first and stuff like that, because I always say you never know what somebody's going through. I say that a lot because it pertains to me. I mean, how much more realer can I be to say it? Almost everything that I say is because I've been through it, I am going through it, or I've witnessed somebody close going through it, and I've learned from it, you know? and you can come out on the other side, or you can come out in a way where at least you know how to cope and you know how to deal with what it is you're going through, one day at a time, right? And so for me, that looks like praying a lot and not relying on just my own understanding, you know. But I'm so excited for this new community here. I feel like you know, I feel like here on YouTube, me being connected with the things that I'm learning and the people that I'm learning about and stuff like that, it's like, you know how like when people say, boy, I got in at the right time, or it was the right time, you know, like I feel like almost, not for once, but almost for like maybe hasn't happened in a long time or something, that I feel like this was a good time for me to do something, and something positive is coming out of it. And I'm happy for that. I'm happy for that. Because I have help. Like, you know, people see me, and now because these YouTubers that came before me, they're doing things and saying things and pouring their hearts out and their thoughts out, and they're collectively being creative, and they're pulling people together for all the right causes, and making sure that we know the scales are uneven, but let's make sure that these little YouTubers at least get noticed and at least get their channel up and going and stuff like that, because it would be nice to be able for us to feed our families too eventually, off of this platform. Yeah, and make as many lovely friendships as we can, make as many honest connections and lovely connections as we can, you know. And we're putting our life out here on these platforms. And again, my son's picture you can't find anywhere. Me, my situations, like what I showed you, you can't find anywhere. And I'm sure that goes for so many of you guys. You share things on here that you would have never shared, but it all comes along with the territory if you're really trying to be, you know, a certain kind of content creator. And it feels liberating though. Like, I'm not mad at it. Like, it feels liberating. It feels like I'm living in my truth. And I was living in my truth before this phone and YouTube, but it feels like I'm living in my truth and I'm vocalizing it. I'm vocalizing it and getting it off my chest. And I'm talking about it to the world. Whoever is listening to me, that's the world that I'm talking to. And I appreciate you guys for listening. And I hope that when you subscribe to my channel, I can subscribe to your channel as well and look at your life and your story, or what it is that you do, from anything, gardening, I'm into it all. Like, you know, as long as it's positive, you know. So I look forward to making lots of new friends on here, and I am here also to just try to do my best and try to make a difference for the better, for the new YouTubers that are over there thinking, should I make my channel? Should I make my channel? Make your channel. A few good men gotcha. We gotcha. I don't want to talk too soon, but the way these ladies over here are paving the way, you know, and with my little support, and I'm sure many other people, because there's so many positive people out here that are like, let's do it, let's rock. Like, I'm just like, let's keep it going. Let's keep all this positivity going, you know? I love it, and it's been a freeing experience for me. It's been very liberating for me, and it's given me actually an avenue to just go and just be me and share. So I hope you guys share back with me at some point. I hope that if you like my channel, that you do subscribe to my channel. I really, really hope you subscribe to my channel. I will be here through the grace of God, me and my son, one day at a time. And I hope you like my channel. I hope you give my channel a like. It just shows appreciation, you know, for me. I'm like, oh, they appreciated it. I'm going to get closer and closer to where my goals are. But I just know you genuinely appreciate it. And I do want a community of good people. So it's not like, you know, I want any, you know, I do want good people with warm hearts, caring people who are kind on here. So let's just grow as long as Jehovah God allows us to grow. And he's allowing it, right? So let's stick together. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And I am sending warmth and blessings to you all this evening. Okay? Night, night. And I will see you tomorrow.